Hello everyone, and welcome back to YouTube Daily Military Channel, Aviation Crash and Rescue Training. U.S. soldiers with the Eastern Army National Guard Aviation Training Site conduct aircraft rescue training with the Fort Indiantown Gap Fire Department at Muir Army Heliport at Fort Indiantown Gap, August 4, 2023. This training focuses on crash rescue response for life-saving measures, extraction of aircrew members and required communication efforts during an aviation incident. MAWTS-1 Marines conduct an aircraft salvage exercise. U.S. Marines with Marine Aviation Weapons and Tactics Squadron 1 MAWTS-1 and Marine Wing Support Squadron MWSS 372, Marine Wing Support Group 37, 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, conduct an aircraft salvage exercise during Weapons and Tactics Instructor, WTI, Course 1-20 at Site 2 in Yuma Proving Ground, Arizona, September 25, 2019. WTI is a 7-week training event hosted by MAWTS-1, which emphasizes operational integration of the 6 functions of Marine Corps aviation in support of a Marine Air-Ground Task Force. WTI also provides standardized advanced tactical training and certification of unit instructor qualifications to support Marine aviation training and readiness, and assists in developing and employing aviation weapons and tactics. AV-8B Refueling. U.S. Marines Air-Ground Support, AGS, students assigned to Marine Aviation Weapons and Tactics Squadron 1, MAWTS-1, Support and Offensive Air Support, OAS-5, refueling AV-8B Harriers during Weapons and Tactics Instructor, WTI, Course 2-15 at Yuma Proving Grounds near Yuma, Arizona, April 7, 2015. WTI is a 7-week event hosted by MAWTS-1. MAWTS-1 provides standardized tactical training and certification of unit instructor qualifications to support Marine aviation training and readiness and assists in developing and employing aviation weapons and tactics. The McDonnell Douglas, now Boeing, AV-8B Harrier II is a single-engine ground attack aircraft that constitutes the second generation of the Harrier family, capable of vertical or short takeoff and landing, V/STOL. The aircraft is primarily employed on light attack or multi-role missions, ranging from close air support of ground troops to armed reconnaissance. The AV-8B is used by the United States Marine Corps, USMC, the Spanish Navy, and the Italian Navy. A variant of the AV-8B, the British Aerospace Harrier II, was developed for the British military, while another, the TAV-8B, is a dedicated two-seat trainer. The project that eventually led to the AV-8B's creation started in the early 1970s as a cooperative effort between the United States and United Kingdom, aimed at addressing the operational inadequacies of the first-generation Hawker Siddeley Harrier. Early efforts centered on a larger, more powerful Pegasus engine to dramatically improve the capabilities of the Harrier. Because of budgetary constraints, the UK abandoned the project in 1975. Following the UK's withdrawal, McDonnell Douglas extensively redesigned the earlier AV-8A Harrier to create the AV-8B. While retaining the general layout of its predecessor, the aircraft incorporates a new, larger composite wing with an additional hardpoint on each side, an elevated cockpit, a redesigned fuselage and other structural and aerodynamic refinements. The aircraft is powered by an upgraded version of the Pegasus. WTI 2-15 Refuel, U.S. Marines participating in Weapons and Tactics Instructor Course, WTI 2-15, conduct a static refuel at a Forward and Arming Refueling Point, FARP, Auxiliary Airfield 2 near Marine Corps Air Station Yuma, Arizona, Weapons Tactics Instructor Course 2 to 15. More than 90 United States Marine Corps combat aircraft and crews recently made the biannual journey to Marine Corps Air Station, MCOS, Yuma in the western Arizona desert. They were in attendance for Part 2 of the Weapons and Tactics Instructor Course 2 to 15, WTI 2 to 15, an advanced tactical aviation training course designed to produce highly qualified weapons and tactics instructors. Graduates of the course will go on to serve in key training officer billets to act as training experts in the fleet, ensuring that Marine aviation units continue to train effectively and to the same standard across the Marine Corps. Similar to many military exercises, the key component of WTI is integration, a theme that Mark Hawthorne and Danny Bonney report on in this guest article for AeroResource. MAWTS-1, in 1978, Marine Aviation Weapons and Tactics Squadron 1, MAWTS-1, undertook an initiative to provide advanced tactical training at graduate level, with a high dependency on the use of the various weapons systems and the continual development of tactics within the United States Marine Corps. In June 1983, the establishment of a separate Aviation Development, Tactics and Evaluation Department, ADT, was able to coordinate the development of new tactics and weapons delivery throughout Marine Corps aviation. This was supplemented in 1988 with the addition of a Ground Combat Department, GCD. The aim of the GCD was to implement increased participation during the WTI course with ground-trained units comprising infantry and artillery plus forward air controllers, aviation ground support, air traffic control, as well as Marine Air Ground Task Force, MAGTF, controllers. The WTI course, still conducted today by MAWTS-1 at MCOS Yuma, produces over 300 qualified graduates each year, and is the culmination of combining two courses previously run by weapons training units on the East and West Coasts, one held at MCOS Cherry Point, North Carolina, and the second at MCOS El Toro, California. Within the standard framework of the WTI, MAWTS-1 also undertakes a number of other embedded courses, including the Intelligence Officers Course, Aviation Ground Support and Logistic Officers Course, the Rotary Wing Crew Chief and the KC-130 Navigator, Loadmaster, Flight Engineer Weapons and Tactics Instructor courses. In addition, every aviation squadron in the Marine Corps receives home-based training provided by the instructors from MAWTS-1 who each deploy, on average, for over 90 days annually, to provide certification and supplementary ground and airborne instruction. Some of this instruction is a prerequisite to being able to attend a WTI course at Yuma. It goes without saying that the instructors of MAWTS-1 would always be looking to exchange ideas and tactics with their sister services, the USAF and US Navy, as well as Allied Air Arms, and they regularly attend exercises to observe methods and procedures with a view to further developing and enhancing WTI.